Hey guys, I'm back with another action figure review, and today we're going to take a look at the DC Universe Classics Raven. She came out in October of 2010 in Wave 15 of the DC Universe Classics, which is the Validus wave. Um, I actually had them just kind of posed on my desk waiting to be reviewed, and so I figured I'd just start the review like this. Validus is pretty angry because he has no lefty limbs yet, but I will be completing him shortly. I mean, while I have him here, I'll just say Raven did come with the right leg. So, yeah, I mean, you can see next to the figure also he looks pretty big, so that's pretty cool. But I'll just bring that piece in. You know, just purple, black, toes, yeah. So he's coming out pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to finishing him. But yeah, so Raven is really awesome also, and if you saw my unboxing video, you know that I got this as a gift from Kendall, Electric Detonator 1, so thank you again for this, Kendall. It's really awesome. She's a really cool figure, so really excited to review her, and I will show you the package first. Just gonna adjust the camera here, and there we go. So it's a 75 Years of Superpowers figure. You see Raven. So she comes with a collector button, which I will also show you. Pretty cool one. And then on the back we have the rest of the wave, whom I've reviewed some of. And then we have Validus, obviously. Picture of the figure. Well, it's just a really bad angle. But, yeah, and then bio and statistics, if you're interested in reading. Yeah, so I should probably figure out a better method of showing the packaging so you can actually read it and not turn your head sideways. But anyway, I will show you the collector button now. Pretty cool. So it's actually Raven, and I will be adding this to my backpack where I have most of my other collector buttons so far, plus a couple of other pins. And yeah, so I did receive this as a gift, but I usually do just discuss price, so I'll briefly say, she's not too expensive. She's usually like, you know, around original retail value, 15 bucks or so, or a little less, and loose on eBay, about a little less, probably around $10. So yeah, she is definitely worth picking up because she is not super expensive, and she is awesome, and she'd be great for like a Teen Titans display, which is what I'm hoping to do. And I actually just want to show, when I have a comic to show to match a figure, I like to do that. And unfortunately, this issue that I have, she's not actually in the issue, so I can't show you like a panel, but she's on the cover. So this is issue 1 from Jeff Johns' run of Teen Titans. I believe it's volume 3. Don't quote me on that though. But it is a variant cover, so you can't see the color reproduction. But there she is at the top. You know, so the costume looks really good. You know, other than the color, looks pretty good to me. Yeah, so got this signed by the artist at New York Comic Con last year. That's pretty fun. And yeah, so I'm definitely hoping to, I really like this run of Teen Titans. I like the characters that are in this group. So I'm really hoping to make a display of these characters with my figures. Like, I have a lot to work on here, but whoops. Definitely hope to do that. It's gonna involve a couple customs. Like, they still have not made black shirted Superboy in the DC Universe Classics line, or any of the ones with, you know, I like the DC Universe Classics with the articulation and everything, good for posing. I know they did make a black shirted, DC Direct made a black shirted Superboy, but anyway, that's off topic, so I'm gonna move on. So let's take a look at the figure. Like I said, she is really awesome. This the sculpting is really nice on this cape. I you know, it kind of looks funny how it's you know, it's stuck in this position, but I mean, it's kind of cool. So Just take a look up close at some of the figure here. Try to get her face. The hood is sculpted over her face, so it's kind of like a beak. So that's really cool. Because raven, bird, yeah. So that's cool. And then her face, which again, the beak is kind of causing a shadow, but her face looks really nice. Yeah, shadowy, but really nice. It's really nicely painted. Her eyes are looking up. She's even got some earrings back there. They're yellow. Don't think you can really see this one, but yeah. The little buttons on her cape are really nicely detailed. They are little birds. If you can't tell, they look kind of just like crosses, but if you look closely enough, they are birds. And yeah, so the rest of the figure, she's pretty much all one color except for the skirt and the cape, which is really nicely has nice shadows on it. And so this is has a front and back piece here, and is blue underneath. Not that I need to be flashing her at you, but yeah, the gloves are the same color, and they also have. She has her forefinger and thumb showing on each hand, and she has these yellow or gold. I don't know. I mean, they're yellow. I don't know if they're supposed to be gold rings on. And this, now let me show you the cape. So if you look at it, it's, the bluish purpley color, but it has really nice shading in the creases. It's like I guess it's a gray shading, but it gives it a lot of depth when you put it down. I mean, I don't know if you can really tell, but in person it looks really nice. Really, really nice shading. And she also has that on this skirt, down the crease. So, really nice. She's got the tiny limb syndrome of all female Mattel figures, and even Hasbro is guilty of it, so it's not, DC figures alone. I remember watching Kendall's review of this figure when he did it, and I remember him doing the new 52 Batgirl around the same time, and thinking that looked like they finally didn't give the female such tiny limbs. So I'd kind of like to see one of those figures in person to see if that's accurate. But yeah, her hands are so small, and they're made out of this soft rubber that, like, her fingers, she may not have individual finger articulation, but you can move them. I mean, they're not going to be posable unless you, I mean, technically, I suppose you could, put it in some hot water and you could shift it, but you're not going to get, like, a fist or something, so that's silly, but, yeah. They're really nicely posed, though, in this pose that she does. And they look nice. They look like, hands that are, they look pretty realistic, and they may be small, but they're in scale with the rest of the arm, which is just all very small. So, it's okay. I'm getting used to the fact that all the female figures are just gonna look like this. So, and she is younger, I suppose. That's something. But yeah, nicely sculpted. And I didn't think I showed her feet, but she's got black heels. So I'll go through articulation. Her head moves, actually, I think it might go all the way, I'm not going to try, but I think you could actually get it to go all the way around, even though she's got a hood. And it doesn't go up and down too much, just a little bit. Her shoulders are, typical ball disc. It's kind of funny, they have these really big holes in them. I don't know why. I really don't understand that. But it's kind of weird, because, like, if you have her pose like this, she's got these giant holes inside of her armpit. But nothing you can do about it, I guess. I mean, unless you want to... You could probably stuff some sculpt in there and just or something, and but then you'd have to paint it and match the skin tone, so it's a little silly. But anyway, so she has a bicep swivel, an elbow joint, single jointed elbow. It's kind of weird to me. No, okay, it looks weird. It looks fine. Don't mind me. She does have a wrist swivel, and she has an ab crunch. That is, I don't. There we go. Okay, so it goes back quite a bit, but it doesn't really go forward at all. It kind of just stops there. It's fine with me. I mean, most of the time she's going to be kind of posed in this, like, standing thing anyway, so I don't really mind. She does have a waist swivel. Legs go out, forward and back. Cut above the knee. Single knee. And ankles. For some reason she, if you look closely, you can see, like, if I bring the legs together, this leg doesn't quite, the peg, it doesn't really sit on the peg all the way. I don't know why. Or the peg, whatever, it's not going in to the hole all the way, whichever way you see it. But, so she kind of always has her right leg kind of sticking out a little more. But it doesn't really bother me, so. Yeah, something like that. It's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. So, yeah. So she is really cool, and I can't wait to work on my Teen Titans to give her a little group to sit with. My figures are due to be reorganized big time, and I have to just find places to put them. I'm gonna have to clear off some shelves. I don't know. But, yeah, so I'm gonna start trying to form some kind of display groups, or, you know, not necessarily Teen Titans, or, like, these have to be, like, a specific Justice League team. Not necessarily, but members that make sense together anyway. So that's what I'm hoping to do soon, and hopefully she'll have some Teen Titan friends in the future. But yeah, guys, so that was the DC Universe Classics Raven. A really cool figure, definitely recommend her. Thank you again so much, Kendall, for sending her to me. Oh, and I know this is really unrelated, but Kendall also sent me an alternate Batman head for my Modern Legacy Batman, and he looks much better now. So thanks for that as well. Really appreciate it again. So, thank you guys for watching. I will be coming at you with some more reviews soon. I've actually reached the end of my figures that I currently have. I do have some more on the way, and I do have the Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters, but I don't want to. I'm not going to review them individually because so many people have already, and they're basically like old news now. So, but I wanted to do like one video of all of them together. I just still don't have Alfred, so once I get him, I'm going to do that video, and I'll show the bat signal and everything all in one video. So that is sometime in the future. But so next I'm going to be going through my boyfriend's collection and filming reviews of his figures, and he may guest review with me on a couple. So yeah, that should be fun. And he's got some really neat figures in his collection, so I'm looking forward to getting to some of them very shortly. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry this one got so long. And I will see you guys in those future reviews. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks, Kendall, for sending me this figure. Bye, guys.